Hi, I'm Casper. And I'm Holly. And we watch Weasel, the Lord of Diesels, on TJV.
Good morning. Old Blue, what happened to you? You're filthy. Good morning, load. This is what we're hauling today. Good morning, strange man who's been standing there for an hour and a half in the same spot. Good morning, diesel fuel and diesel lovers. It's time to do some trucking. And good morning, you sitting right there. Thanks for clicking the video. This is what we're hauling today. There's something on it, all the way up there. That's the load. Like I was saying yesterday, I was expecting it to come a little bit closer to here, but alas, that's all she be, which is fantastic for me. Fantastic. My fuel economy has never been better. I can't wait to fuel up after this trip and see how good it is. I think we might hit over 7 miles per gallon. Don't quote me on that, but remember that. That's my prediction of the future. Okay, my psychic abilities will be tested. I think we're gonna fuel it up tomorrow after we deliver, because we gotta deliver on the Sunday. It's Saturday today. Welcome to Saturday. We're trucking today. Gonna get home tonight. Gonna go home for the night, and tomorrow at noon I have to deliver in southern Manitoba. For some reason on Sunday. That's not very common, but it happens. That's okay, I'm fine with it. They asked me if I would like to do it, and I said, okay, Trucker Josh is your man. I'll do it. We're gonna go deliver that tomorrow, and then I'm gonna fuel up. And I have a feeling that we're gonna have really good numbers. Huge, tremendous. Okay, everybody. I always like to film this part of the day because it's my favorite part when we get rolling. It's a warm one out there. Lights on. Engine running. Trailer attached. Truck coming. Another truck coming. Another truck coming. I should have just gone. Always too nice. I always wait for everybody. It's that friendly Manitoban in me. It's on our license plates. We have a limit to our friendliness, though. So you know. Eventually we snap. All right, come on there, Mr. Volvo. There we go. Okay, now we can start the day. Not rip off other Mr. Volvo's hood. That would be such a shame. Look at this guy's load. Look at how he had to tarp this thing. That must have been difficult. Check this out, this guy driving towards me right now. Imagine tarping that. That would be a big pain to tarp. Okay, we gotta go through 2 roundabouts. And if we can make it through those, we'll officially be on the highway and on the way home. I wonder when Tim Hortons is opening, or is it open already? That little strip mall, Tim Hortons over there. I'll have to go check that out. First belch in the morning, always feels good. Oh, did I leave this guy? Yeah, I left this guy plenty of space. I think I'm gonna get the green light right away anyway. Do you have a red light? I know I can turn right on red, but I can also turn right on green. Day out here. Look at that, not a cloud in the sky. It is a great day for trucking. That was my phone making that weird noise. That was weird. We're going that way. Homeward bound. But first, oh, it makes you feel so good in the morning. Don't worry guys, I don't belch those things in town. I try to be respectful with them, but at the same time I really like them. So I'm gonna make them sing. They fixed these potholes here again, at least in this section. Don't worry, in a couple of days they'll be back. I mean, have you ever wondered how these potholes keep coming back? Like in parking lots, like there's a big hole right here. They just fixed it not too long ago. Now there's a hole there. I have my theories. Demons. Yes. In the middle of the night when nobody's watching and everybody's sleeping, sound asleep in their beds, demons come from the underworld and come to the surface and dig holes. Like, look at this here. They fix it and it turns back into this. Like, massive. I understand trailers are turning and stuff, but demons. It's the official Trucker Josh theory. Evil. And then while they're up here, they mess with our politics. Throw that in there. Careful. Easy. All right. Brandon, Manitoba. Home of the potholes. Stopped here, got myself some Timmy's. Had a little wrap that I ate there. Oh, and we got a green light if we hurry. I don't think it'll be green by the time I get there. Stop. No one coming. So I've noticed a pattern in myself. I stop at Balgony for night on the way home to make it an easy day for the last day on the road. And I stop in Brandon for lunch. It's about halfway home from Balgony. A little over halfway. Now I have 3 hours. Well, 3 hours to Steinbach. Because I'm actually actually staying hooked up to this, or well, I'm staying with this load. I mean, I'm going to the shop tonight, but we'll unhook the trailer and drop that, park in the shop, and then tomorrow morning we're headed out to Gretna in southern Manitoba to unload it. It must have been a special deal, because like I've been saying, Sunday's not a usual delivery day, but it was specially requested, and they went out of their way to ask me specifically if I would do it. Must be some kind of emergency freight, and that's why it's not a full trailer or something. Like, probably had to get here, and had to get here on Sunday for sure. You want it Sunday at noon, you'll get it Sunday at noon. You want me to put a little bow on it? Deliver it like a gift wrap, or deliver it like a gift wrapped for Christmas. There you go. What's going on up here? What's going on up here? Oh, this guy's stopping. That's what's going on. You missed town, bud. Town was back there. Sometimes it's hard to tell what people are doing, because I would do things very differently, and everybody is different. A lot of campers on the road, a lot of campers. It really makes me sort of want to take ours out. We are still planning on taking holidays in September this year. We got to finalize everything and make sure it's all going to work out, so it's not a for sure thing. We were hoping to go to Hope, BC. There's a truck show set up by Edison Motors there, Chase Barber. Wanted to go out for that, but it's not for sure yet. So before you go booking your trips there to meet us, or to hang out with us, or to go see the show, you go and see it. I encourage you to see it. But if you're going there just to meet us, just hold off, because we don't have our plans set in stone yet. Britt and I, we want to talk about that this week. I'm going to be working through this weekend, but then I'll be home middle of the week, and the transfer's on Thursday. So sometime this week we want to make final plans of what we're going to do for our holidays. I've got to talk to the load gods at work, make sure that's all going to work on their end, arrange it with my work, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do. Maybe we won't go to BC. Maybe we'll go to Florida. I don't know. We'll see. That was a short green light. What, 2 trucks got through? Wow. Yikes, hard on your brakes much? See that guy? So this is Headingley, Manitoba. Outside right now, very humid, making everything very sticky in here. We got a warm wind coming out of the south, up from the US. Hello there, my friends. Lots of very styrofoamy. One of these days. One of these days. That is high up there on the list of things to do. Yeah, we're back here in the shop. I'm about to head home for the night. Tomorrow morning we'll be back here with old Blue. Bugs and all. I hate showing her to you in this state, but that is the prairies. That's just one day of driving. Look at this. So we got to get here early enough tomorrow to give old Blue the bull snot treatment. Get all the bugs off of it. That's gross. I wish there was a way of like, like a deer whistle that you put on your truck that makes a noise and the deer is supposed to run away. I don't know if it works or not. If there was something like that for all bugs, you just put it on your truck and it just moved all bugs out of your way. Oh, you'd make millions. Be rich. We'll see you in the morning. Who goes there? Oh, look at that. More construction on the same street that was under construction last summer. Ha! These poor residents that live right here. Every summer. They built this big sidewalk on here this year, so they are making improvements. Last year they redid the road. Oh, they're letting them park in their driveways now at least. The longest time they had to park on the street. Oh, it looks like they're pretty much finished. I'll probably clean up the cones in the next day or two, I bet. Construction, construction. Always got to make things better. As long as they're making things better, that's what counts. I mean, if they're just making it worse or not helping at all, it doesn't matter. I see a wiener. He is very funny. Don't pee under there. Go to the grass, Wiener. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get away from our furniture. I'm gonna have to cut this lawn this weekend again. I think our apple tree is dying. These are our new chair covers that we got last time I was home, right? I showed you them, but I don't think I showed them to you out here yet. Double-sided. Very fancy. We're fancy folk. Fancy folks. Yeah, I think this tree is dying. Remember, this whole area was flooded in spring, right? Oh, looks like the grass is growing much better out here again. That's good. So this now is drying. It's cracking up. This was all like under 6 inches of water. That little white fence in there, that was all underwater. Probably more than 6 inches then. Probably about a foot of water. This tree is surviving well, so is that one. However, we might need to do something about that because they're gonna grow right into all these wires. And that's gonna be an issue. And we don't like issues. Yeah. This tree though, I wonder if the flooding, like the water, if it just got oversaturated and it's, yeah, look at these. Oh, they're dying. She's dying. She's sinking like the Titanic. Dead. We gotta cut this one down. I think we're gonna cut all these trees down. That one over there is dead. The one behind there definitely has to be cut down soon. This one's actually doing pretty good. This one's leaning. I've showed this to you before, right? There used to be a tree there, and this tree grew out away from that tree. And so it grew like sideways and then straight. Right around there, it starts growing straight again, see? But when we get wind out of this direction this way, this whole tree like hangs over the neighbor's house in the wind. And I'm scared it's one day gonna snap. And that one seems to be the best one yet, but it's not totally healthy. This tree is healthy yet, so I don't really want to cut it down. It's just the angle that it's growing at, it worries me. But that tree's healthy. That one's dying. Those trees over there are dead too, but that's not, those aren't ours. I think they're just getting too much water in the springtime. I think that's the problem. It's just this whole area here. Because that house back there and this house here were built after ours, obviously. That house, where that house is, actually used to be our neighbor's backyard. Neighbor Tony, he's the guy who would wave at me every morning. He's a retired guy, really great neighbor to have. He lives in that house there. And this used to be their backyard, but I guess at one point they subdivided and now they built a house there. There's a street that goes behind there yet. I guess they're trying to cram in as many homes in this area as possible. But so that one was built later, and that one was built later, and you can see it already in that property there. Their yard was built up. They purposely built their yards up higher than ours, so all the water comes off their property and just sits in our property and their property there, right in the middle of our yards. So I'm gonna build up our yard eventually yet, but then our neighbor here is gonna have a problem, because then he's gonna be the lowest and all the water is gonna sit on his yard. So apparently there used to be an easement that went behind our property here, right where the fence is, an easement, and it would go out that way, but then they built that building over there right over the easement. So the water has nowhere to go now. It just sits here. I guess they overlooked it when they built everything, because this area of town is a little older, and it's getting a little cramped. More and more people are building and subdividing and building and subdividing, and I guess our yards here are a little overlooked when it came to water drainage. So that's an issue we got to deal with, and I think that's the issue that's killing these trees here. Too much water. Too much water. That was our apple tree. I was gonna cut it down anyways, because it's sort of growing into the power lines there. I don't know why these power lines go over ground. We've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going just over our yard here. In modern neighborhoods in Canada, like the newer neighborhoods, all of that would be underground. But since this is a bit of an older neighborhood, our house I think was built in the 70s, everything old school. It's over the yard. So like we have just a spider web of lines. That's our power line. There's a power line there that goes to Tony's house on the other side of our house there. There's a power line here that goes to that house there. And there's another one over there that goes to that house there. And then all of these other wires are cable wires for internet. Just chaos. And where can we plant trees? It means that we can't plant trees back here. Because where would we plant a tree? Like we plant a tree, we have our fire pit here, and the only open spot, because from here is like the only open spot that goes straight up between all the lines. Oh well, this isn't our permanent home. We're not going to be here forever. We're going to fix this place up, and eventually we're going to build on our property out in the bush, and either rent this place out or sell it. Preferably keep it as a rental property, but we'll see where we're at that point.